Hey guys, as the grand final is coming up this weekend, I wanted to make a special video of me ranking my favourite grand finals since 2000. I hope you enjoy the video and make sure to write down your favourite grand finals since 2000 in the comments below. Enjoy! It only took a short time into the first half when James Hird kicked the first goal of the game for Essendon. Melbourne's first goal was kicked by Stephen Powell. The Bombers never looked threatened from quarter time and comfortably won its record-equalling 16th premiership by 60 points, after one of the most dominant seasons in VFL-AFL history. Luke Shuey kicked the first goal 2 minutes into the game from a free kick. Hawthorn's Cyril Rioli responded only 90 seconds later, and the Hawks kicked the next 4 goals. For most of the first half, the Eagles wasted golden opportunities to get back into the game. The Hawks ended up smashing the Eagles by 56 points, and Hawthorn took away their 3rd flag in a row and won their 13th premiership. In a tight and overall thrilling game, Brisbane withstood a brave challenge from Collingwood to win the 2002 AFL Grand Final by 9 points, taking out their 2nd flag. It was the first time since 1989 that the Grand Final was decided by less than 4 goals, with Grand Finals having often been one-sided affairs throughout the 1990s. In a tight, low-scoring first quarter, neither team could manage a goal until very late Collingwood's Anthony Rocker kicking the first goal in the 27th minute. The quarter-time score of 1-4-10 versus 0-4-4 was the lowest scoring quarter in a grand final since 1990. The first goal of the game was scored by Geelong's Tom Lonergan from a mark. The Hawks opened up a 13-point lead. Geelong looked stronger than Hawthorn at stoppages, but Hawthorn was damaging from rebounds. Hawthorn was able to maintain the margin and eventually won its 10th premiership against the best team of 2008 by a score of 18-7-115 to 11-25-89. West Coast opened the game aggressively, with Sydney struggling to get the ball to their end of the field. The game-winning moment happened just seconds before the siren, when West Coast regained control of the ball and sent a long kick back to the half-forward line by Dean Cox. Sydney's Leo Barry responded by taking a mark in the midst of a pack full of Eagles players, denying the Eagles any opportunity to kick a game winner, ensuring that the Swans would win their first premiership in 72 years. Geelong started strongly, with Max Rookie scoring the opening goal of the game. St Kilda dominated the middle part of the quarter, even though they missed easy shots at goal. During the second term, it was a tough battle, which both teams only managed 5 behinds, the first 2 to St Kilda and the next 3 to Geelong, tying the scores. With less than 5 minutes of play remaining, Geelong's Steve Johnson had the ball in defence and kicked the ball towards Ablett in the centre circle. St Kilda's Zach Dawson managed to spoil the kick, Matthew Scarlett, who gently kicked the ball to Ablett. Ablett then kicked the ball long to Geelong's goal square, where Travis Varco managed to handball to Paul Chapman, who kicked a left-foot goal. St Kilda was held goalless during the final term. West Coast started the better and outplayed the Swans in the first half. The Swans fought back in the third quarter and the margin was just 11 points at three-quarter time. Goods goaled within the first 15 seconds of the last quarter and the margin was suddenly less than a kick. It was goal for goal in one of the most intense final quarters of modern grand final history, with West Coast hanging on by a single point to win its first premiership since 1994, and it was the 5th consecutive match between the two teams to be decided by less than a goal, and the first grand final to be decided by 1 point since St Kilda edged out Collingwood in the 1966 VFL Grand Final. Collingwood dominated most of the opening quarter. West Coast spearhead Josh Kennedy had the first score of the game a behind, before the Magpies scored the first 5 goals of the game. The first goal came from Travis Varco at the 5-minute mark. Collingwood dominated for most of the game when West Coast started coming back after half-time. With less than 3 minutes remaining, West Coast put together a sequence of play from a mark by McGovern in defence, which ended with a mark in the forward pocket by Dom Sheed. From a distance of about 40 metres and almost on the boundary line, she'd kicked a goal to put West Coast in front by 4 points with less than 2 minutes left. West Coast attacked again from the ensuring centre clearance inside the final minutes. Collingwood could not rebound the ensuring kick in, and the siren sounded to give West Coast a 5-point win. Collingwood scored the first goal only 20 seconds into the game, winning the first clearance and eventually getting the ball to Darren Jolly to score, and Stephen Milne scored St Kilda's opening goal. St Kilda was able to hold Collingwood scoreless. Generally, Collingwood had the better of the play early in the first quarter. The final quarter was again a close contest. Riewoldt had a 45-metre snapshot at the goals from a stoppage, which was bouncing towards the goals but was touched on the line by a desperate dive from Maxwell. Then Goddard scored a goal from 20 metres out directly in front after taking a big specky. This gave St Kilda its first lead of the game after Collingwood had been leading since the opening goal. Soon after, Maxwell created a turnover which resulted in a goal to Cloke, putting Collingwood back in front by a point. A rebounding mark ended with Hayes taking a long shot towards Milne, but the kick eluded him and bounced through for a behind, tying the game. St Kilda had the ball in its forward line, but Collingwood cleared the ball over the boundary line on the wing, and the game finished as a draw. The Swans were the first to score a goal through Luke Parker, and later Zane Cordy scored a goal from the boundary line 3 minutes later. The Bulldogs scored again via a mark from Tory Dixon to take a 4-point lead. Sydney attacked early in the final term, but with only 7 minutes of playing time remaining, Liam Picken kicked his second goal from broken play in the Bulldogs' forward line to extend the margin to 7 points. The Bulldogs attacked again when Daryl Morris tackled Lance Franklin in the centre square, and Tom Boyd gathered the loose ball to kick his third goal and put the Bulldogs 15 points ahead. Liam Picken's third goal was the last goal in the game, and the Bulldogs broke their 62-year drought. During the regular season, the Bulldogs actually finished 7th and had to make the grand final via the elimination final, and this is very rare for most occasions of a grand final winner.